to impress no matter where he is, no matter what type of environment he's in. And Sonic was certainly proud of the support he has for those that have supported him, but Robert Martyr is somebody who has gotten where he is today on grit. He really didn't have a lot of people supporting him. He's been wrestling and training since the age of 14. I love the eyes of Sonico. I love the focus that he's showcasing now. I do understand this is a matchup both these athletes have been looking forward to test themselves. Martyr is a young student of the game. He studies pro wrestling practically every waking hour of every day. He's a little undersized compared to Sonico, but he's got 200 matches under his quite highly positioned belt, does Robert Martyr, which at his age is stunning. I'm not sure if I've encountered that before from an American-based competitor. Robert Martyr over top of Sonico. Some have called into question Martyr's attitude as to potentially being against the grain of some of his idols, like a Jonathan Gresham or a Bryan Danielson, who are quick to preach respect and the code of honor. Martyr can be a little bit more down and dirty sometimes. Nice snapmare. I love the form on everything Martyr's doing thus far, but Sonico is a hair quicker. I think the tempo of this matchup will establish a lot. A quick pace advantage. The ace of prestige, Sonico. Martyr trying to ground Sonico. Sonico knows that that's not his wheelhouse. Sonico has to stay on his feet and be abusive yet elusive. We'll see how that pays off. Sonico's feeling momentum as well. Coming off a big win in Roseland against Calvin Tankman, Jayton, and Titus Alexander, who, by the way, about 24 hours ago, was the Prestige champion. So that, to me, puts Sonico in the conversation for any title, top to bottom. Big win for Sonico over MV Young this past Friday in Sacramento as well. Or, excuse me, San Francisco. As pace quickens a bit. It's been Sonico zeroing in on that arm and shoulder. Nice cradle clash the hands, but only finds two. Martyr the lucha pass, trying to get Sonico to build momentum to capitalize on. As both men jockeying for covers, duck on the kick, and a standoff as Twerk in the early going. Martyr got wrist locked out of his tape. I talked about Sonico's eyes. Martyr's eyes looks like he hasn't eaten in a week, and he just saw a juicy filet mignon. This guy thirsts for competition. A protege of one of my favorite wrestlers today, Daniel Garcia, who, when I met Garcia, I believe he was the same age as Robert Martyr. Garcia's only a year or two older now. Tie up again. Robert Martyr has grown up with hardship his entire life. He's been around despair and tragedy. He uses that as a driving force. He's got nothing left to lose. And speaking of driving force, only one on that cover. Martyr using every force he can to drive that foot into the face of the Lucha Guru. One of the bit of adversities Martyr has been through was breaking his neck in 2017. They said he'd be out a year. He came back in 4 months. That speaks to the neck strength. It speaks to the diligence and the hard work ethic that Martyr shows in the gym, in the dojo, bridging that neck, building its strength. Martyr is a smaller man, but please don't mistake the fact that he's an incredibly conditioned athlete. Maybe a bit mouthy. Robert Martyr telling the fans, you'll be studying me. And certainly Martyr has seeked influence from some of the best. And a physical shot, a deceptively intense striker is Martyr. I think that's channeling a lot of what life's dished out at him. I'm not going to translate that, but it's Martyr against the world in his mind. And the poisoned youth really speaks volumes as a moniker. A young kid who had the best intentions and big goals and lofty dreams. And life dealt him bad hand after bad hand. And Martyr may be a little rotten, closer to his core. But he's a very, very disciplined competitor when he wants to be. Float over off the suplex for 2. And this now is right where, at least for a moment, where Martyr wanted Sonico. Notice Sonico slink away. Sonico's best friend here is distance. When you're not in Martyr's grasp, and you're able to open this matchup up lucha style like that arm drag, that's where Sonico can excel. And Martyr, notice Martyr kicking at the legs to defensively counter that suplex and took out the back of the knee of the lucha ghoul. Martyr's face is a little bit disconcerting, to be honest with you. Almost like a man possessed. He's giving the referee attitude. And Sonico, that is the worst thing Sonico wanted to have happen. To take away the mobility and the vertical base. And Martyr, even at only 21, has realized how to use every pound of that frame of his to drive and just wrench Sonico across that second ring cable. Eesh. Martyr zeroing in on that knee. And we talked about Robert Martyr being a student of the game. It's textbook dissection. You pick apart a body part, you focus on it, and you render it useless.
Come on, Sonico! Come on! The fact is, I traveled all the way from Florida to beat your ass. Guess what, little Betty?
Martyr, could that be the kiss of death? Martyr is daring Sonico to fire back, and that's something you don't do. Martyr is, I think that competitive spirit of his has put him very on edge. He's technically wrestled a perfect match, but the frame of mind is concerning to me. Sonico chopped back down, which again speaks to what Martyr has. And again, I've heard the buzz about Martyr. Did Martyr just say he broke his own hand over Sonico's chest? Man, how much impact can you have on these shows? And Martyr's willing to hurt himself to get ahead, to advance his career. And Sonico maybe overheard that, or maybe just seeking a desperation move. Martyr showing some disrespect. Spitting in the face of Sonico for fighting back. That's only going to motivate the Lucha Ghoul even further. Listen to these shots. Both men staggered. Both men the worse for wear. This crowd is very torn. Many people respect the grit and the hustle of Robert Martyr, but we've watched Sonico become a bona fide international superstar. Gut check time here as Martyr from way down deep with that clothesline. And a Sonico suplex. Oh, Sonico stacked high on the back of the neck. And that could have been a knockout shot. Martyr, beautiful pin, but only two. Cradled the neck, hooked the leg deep. It's textbook, it's precision, it's accuracy, and it's a hell of a brainbuster. Martyr calls it brain stew, but it wasn't enough. Robert Martyr tried to put the exclamation point on Sonico, but he couldn't get the job done. If Martyr underestimated the resolve and the resiliency of Sonico, he's finding out the hard way on near fall. Sonico all over Martyr, sticks him up and trails him. On the back of the neck, and the ace of prestige perseveres. Sonico, an exemplary victory, which wasn't just about out-wrestling his opponent.